Okay, slow and gentle is the name of the game today. So that's the challenge. I'm going to keep reminding myself and you all to take it slow, really tune into your body. We'll get into those really deep muscles. So you're going to start standing. Hands can be on your hips or in prayer. And we're going to start with just lifting your right knee up in front of you and then reaching that leg behind you. So you're finding that length in the side of the hip and just tap and lift. So keep your gaze, your focus on one place to help you balance. Really working on that ankle and knee stability in that standing leg. And there's more core here than you probably think. Finding a little length, a little stretch. Really reach that leg behind you. And try to keep your ribs right above your hips here as you lift that knee. So you're using those abs to lift that knee up. My standing leg is starting to feel it. Okay, now we're going to add on. So same leg is now just going to lift wide. And then behind again, curtsy squat. Lift wide, step behind, curtsy squat. Take it slow. We're not going for fast pace. We're not going for quantity. We're going for quality of the movement today. Try to lift that leg as high as you can. Point the toes. Step and really sit into that squat. My standing leg, that outer glute, is really starting to burn now. Slow and gentle does not mean easy. Two more. Nice work. Now we'll take that leg back up to that high knee. Step it wide, sides lunge, and press to lift up. Step wide, static, lateral lunge. Lift that knee. Press strong into that foot. Lift. Quick pause there. You find your balance, and then step wide to that lunge. Getting that nice stretch of the left inner thigh. Connecting to your breath. Tuning into your body, tuning out the rest of the world. I hope you like my festive background today. We still haven't put ornaments on, so don't worry, those are coming. Last one. Let's hold the static lunge down. Reach for that right ankle and twist and open up. And come on back up to stand. Again, hands on hips or in prayer. Left knee now lifts. And then just step it behind. Lift. And reach. Try to get as much length as you can from that side body, reaching that leg away from your center, back behind you, crunching into that right side a little bit here. You may find this side is easier or more challenging than the other side. Two more. All right, now we step back to that curtsy squat and lift that leg wide. Oh my gosh. If you can hear that in the ceiling right now, that is mice that live in the floorboards of this house. It's disgusting. There's so many of them. I really wonder if that sound is coming through on the camera. Keep lifting that leg nice and high and curtsy squat. Sit nice and low. Lift and lower. Outer glute is burning. Isn't it amazing how you can be going this slow and start to feel sweat, start to feel your heart rate picking up. Last one. And then we lift that knee again. Step it wide, static lunge, and press to lift. Really have to keep your focus through these movements to keep that balance. Isn't that right, Evie? Good girl. You good girl. Two more. Last one, let's hold it down. Reach for that left ankle, twist and turn to look at the ceiling. And come on up to stand. All right, let's just take big diagonal side bends here. Really reach and lengthen from the fingertips to your toes at a long diagonal here. And then just alternate. Reach. And reach. Just find length, stretch it out. Now that the body's nice and warmed up, lengthen those muscles. See if you can find space in between each rib. Feels so good. One more each side. All right, now we're gonna come into a soft squat-ish, just a soft bend really of the knees with a hinge forward of your torso. So you want a tall spine, plug belly in, sitting down here. So we're hinging forward, send booty back, and we're gonna reach both arms forward. Let's start with the right arm, just reaching back and forth. So your palm is leading the movement. Press that palm back, you turn, press palm forward. Trust me, it looks like not much, but the shoulders will feel this one very quickly. My glutes are already feeling pretty toasty from that first few exercises. So holding the stabilizing position will also sneakily burn. So we're keeping hips square forward here. You're not allowing your torso to twist and turn with that arm as it reaches back. But now we're gonna switch and we are gonna allow yourself to twist with that arm and come back. Twist, reach back. Feel the obliques and reach forward. Twist and reach, and back. Open up. Last two. Last one. Shoulders, that shoulder is burning. Let's switch. Left arm, reach it back and forward. Just here. Let me switch direction so I don't hit my tree. Keep your weight a little bit more in your heels than your toes. And distribute that weight through your toes though, nice and evenly, so you're feeling supported there. Takes off a little bit of the weight into the glutes and hamstrings. So again, keep those hips square forward here for a few more reps. 3. Plug belly in. Last one. All right, now we open up, twist with the arm. Little rotation. Using those obliques. We're still hinging the torso forward. Girl, Evie, that's a great spot. Last 3. Shoulder is burning. 2. And 1. Nice job. Stand, shake it out. We're just gonna do some big arm circles with little squats. Sit and stand and reach. We sit and swoop those arms down. Big arm circles going back. And switch direction of those arm circles. Let's go forward. Last one. All right, coming to the back of your mat. Rolling down, chin to chest. Soft bend in those knees. Pull belly button back to spine, reaching for your toes, nice and slow. Taking a moment here, holding onto your elbows, let the head and arms be heavy. And release, walking out to your down dog. Pedal it out. Alternate, lifting one heel at a time. Stretching the calves. And let's lift the right leg nice and high. Bend the knee, open it up. And then lift that leg nice and high again. We're going to pull knee into chest, round that spine, send leg back up high. And again, pull it in as we shift forward, send it back up high. Find length, pull in and up. Really pull the belly button in and back as you pull that knee into your chest. 2 more. Last one, hold it into your chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that shin down, coming into your pigeon. Just taking a moment here, coming up onto your fingertips. Opening up that left hip flexor a bit here. And slowly making your way down to your forearms. Woo! Stretching out those glutes. Sometimes it's nice to get a deep stretch in the middle of the class rather than waiting until the end. Because sometimes you might find you're a little bit more mobile in the exercises. Once you've stretched out the muscles, you can get a little bit more out of each movement. Coming up to your hands, lifting back up, send that leg up high one last time, and lower, down dog. And we switch, left leg nice and high, bend the knee, open it up, and lift it nice and high one more time. Pulling in, knee to chest, send it back up high. Lift and lengthen. 3 more. Last one, let's hold it in. Lift that knee to chest for 2 and 1. Lower that shin. Coming into pigeon, lifting up to your fingertips. And making your way down to your forearms. Breathing into the tightness. Trying to enjoy the stretch for a moment. Coming back up to your hands. Keeping that left shin in front here. And we'll reach the right shin back. Coming into your Z sit here for mermaid. Trying to anchor down both sit bones as much as you can. Left hand to the mat. Up and over, side bend. Find so much length in that right side body. Reaching that right hip down towards the mat. Again, finding length within each rib bone. I just love side bends. Let's switch. Other side. And then squaring your hips off, square towards that front knee. So hands to the floor. And you're just going to lift and lower that back foot. It may not come up very far, that's okay. We're just doing this deep internal rotation of the hip. This really allows you to kind of loosen up those hips. And they've been locked and tight, sitting all day. Just lift and lower, a little strengthening of that hip abductor as well. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's switch. Right shin in front, left shin reaching back. Right hand to the mat. Left arm up and over. Find so much length in the left side body. Reach away with those fingertips. Anchor that left sit bone. It's okay if it doesn't actually touch the mat. Just have that intention of pulling away. Pressing up and over other side. And then squaring off towards that front knee, hands to the floor, lifting and lowering that back foot. You'll probably notice it feels different on this side. Sometimes this can feel pretty pinchy. Just kind of adjust your seated position to find a place where it doesn't feel too pinchy. It may be a little uncomfortable, but you don't want it to hurt. And just find the range of motion that you feel comfortable hitting today. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Swinging around, making your way to your back. We're gonna have hands behind your head, but we're not actually gonna lift the head here. We're gonna let it rest. Legs come up into tabletop. We're gonna do single leg circles, kind of like a bicycle. Extend it away and pull it in. So you're kind of running the toes along the floor, not actually touching, just hovering, like you're pedaling a bike. This is more bicycle-y than the normal bicycle exercise where you're just going out and in with that leg, really going around that pedal. So we're drawing ribs down, pulling belly button back to spine, thinking about the corset of the core, not just the center abs. And then switch direction. Run the toes along the bottom and lengthen and lift, pulling knee in. Reverse, back pedal, I guess you could say. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We switch. Left leg, pedal away, pull it in. And we switch direction, run it along the mat, lift, and bring it in. Back pedal. Keep pulling ribs down. Think belly button back to spine, not letting that center bulge up, that whole corset. Last 2 and 1. Nice job. Now we're lifting up to chest lift here. Head is heavy into your hands. Now we're going to do both legs. Same thing, that pedal motion. Bend and pull in. Lengthen away. And switch direction. Back pedal. It's like a unicycle, I guess. Lifting from your core. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Quick break. Arms are wide. Drop the feet into the mat. Twist the knees to the right, gaze to the left. Pulling from your core through center. We switch. Knees to the left, gaze to the right. And back to center. Now arms are down by your sides. Legs are together. You're going to lift those hips, send the legs up and over for roll over here. Taking a moment here, we flex the toes, then point, and slowly lower the spine to the mat. And then same movement with those legs, that kind of unicycle pedal. Get that momentum. We're just going to do one. I'm just showing you the movement. And you send the legs back over. Flex and point. Roll down the spine nice and controlled. Pedal. Send it back. Flex. Feel that deep stretch through the back of the legs. Point. Really apply pressure into your arms to support you there, to control. Lowering the spine back down. Flex and point. Find length in your spine as you lower back down. Pedal. Send it over. Nice and controlled. Let's go for 2 more. Nice and slow. Last one. Flex and point. Slowly lower. Whew. Good work. Let's hug those knees in real quick. Shake it out, roll it out. And roll like a ball. Gazing at the belly button, just massaging through the spine. And coming up to seated here, swinging around to your quadruped here, hands and knees. All right, so hands are right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. You're going to have your toes tucked under here. We're going to lift to high plank, lower knees, lower elbows, lift hips, lower knees, lift elbows, lift knees. So it sounds like a lot, but once you kind of get the flow of it, it'll be no problem. So in this forearm position here, we're lifting the hips. Drop knees. Lift to hands to high plank. Forearms, lift hips, and high plank. So the knees drop down to the mat in between each of those movements. Elbows, lift knees. Drop knees, lift to hands, high plank. Drop knees, drop elbows, lift hips. Drop knees to hands, high plank. So really take a second in each of these movements to hold, feeling the stretch and the strengthening work of each one. This definitely works the mind as well, to kind of master the sequence, get it into your memory, and then you can let the body do the rest of the work. My triceps are starting to feel it from this bow down. Just letting yourself get lost in the repetitive nature of this exercise. Two more all the way through. Last set. Nice job. And just press back to child's pose. Rolling through the spine nice and slow with a spinal wave. Dropping the hips, coming up into your swan, lifting the gaze, lengthening out that torso. Send booty back, child's pose. Lengthen those fingertips away. Rolling through the spine, feel the wave going through your body. And lengthen in your swan, drop those shoulders down and away from your ears. And send booty back, child's pose. One more time, rolling through the spine, coming into your swan. Tucking toes under, pressing up to your high plank. We're going to roll through our toes here for some toe stretches. From your tippy toes to the balls of your feet, sending heels back and forth. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those hips, down dog. And slowly walking hands to your feet. Slowly rolling up to stand. Stacking one bone at a time. And clasping your hands behind your back. Open up the chest. And release. Whew. Nice work. Hope you felt the slow, juicy burn.